Your secrets are safe with me. I won't tell. I won't tell. Just everybody, I'm in your anxiety. I won't tell. Your secrets, a combination safe with me. J-O-O-A-O. Thanksgiving potato. Whoa, yo. Your secrets are safe with a G. Dum, 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 dum. What's going on, YT? I had to hit y'all to my own intro of the the Zidane 9 television show. You know, I like to present y'all. I like to get y'all's. This is free, but I like to give y'all your time, worth your time. I like to be worth your time. So, what's going on, YT? What's going on, astrology students? How's everything? I think we're on the cusp. Today's 12/23/2012. So, I think we're on the cusp of Sagittarius and Capricorn. So, it seems like I'm gradually getting subscribers and viewers that I'm getting more respect, and for my astrology studies so far, and my experience of studying, because it seems like I'm gonna study forever. It's a lifetime thing. So it feels good. It feels good when you guys come through my videos and my comments and leave comments. If it just gives me a sense of just an acceptance of there's other people out there that love astrology like me. So what I want to talk about is I have a subscriber, a new subscriber that sent me a message, inbox message on a private message. They wanted me to do their chart because in the past I said to y'all that if y'all got any questions, I would do your personal chart on YouTube and just get back at me and tell me if I'm on point. Now this video goes out to Shannon. Shannon's a female, and much respect to you, sister. I really appreciate your feedback and getting back at me and saying that you really like my videos and you know what I'm talking about and you want me to do your chart, and I'll be more than likely to. So I got your chart, your natal chart in front of me right now. What I'm looking at, I got the zodiac in degrees and the placitudes, orbs, and they're like tables, like bar graph tables. And then not just that, because it's important. Listen, viewers, it's important to have your birth time. I don't just have that. I just came to realization this is so important, and you get so much secrets if you know this person. If you know anybody's or yourself, your planets in the houses. So I got your natal chart and I got your planets in your houses. So that's amazing. So I'm gonna give you a rundown on who you are, Shannon, and then I'm gonna tell you all about. I'm gonna break it down, what I know so far, and I'm gonna break it all down, okay? All down for you. So let's get into it. Okay, so Shannon is 12987. Now, what I want to get off my chest, I want to say this because listen, my astro students, my viewers, I don't really study too hard. I don't, matter of fact. I just know a little bit, brief. I'm a number 6. I don't study too hard on numerology, but I just want to say this from experience. Listen, viewers, I myself My DOB is 4/29/89. So if you see February, that was just for like, security, anybody trying to stack your brody, you understand? So I'm 4/29/89. And what I want to say is, what I notice about people born in 29, this is numerology we're talking about. I'm not too fond, too fast. I'm fascinated, but I don't study numerology. My main focus is on Western astrology and Eastern astrology, aka Chinese zodiac. You ever went to your local Chinese restaurant? Y'all know what I'm talking about. So it's so true. It's so true. That's just my opinion, but it's true. So many facts. So what I wanted to say is, people born on the 29th of numerology, they tend to be real emotional, because me and Shannon, me and you share the same numerology of the date, and that's 29. We tend to be real emotional and sensitive, and we tend to isolate ourselves to recover ourselves from just reality and real world situations. So I just wanted to point that out. I noticed people born on the 29th day, they tend to be real sensitive, real emotional, and just inner peace. They have peace within themselves, but we tend to isolate ourselves. So Shannon, get back and you tell me if that's true. Okay, so 1/29, that means you are a sun in Aquarius, and sun is the ruler of Leo. So that's the polar opposite that's placed in the sun sign. I forgot what the word begins with a D. Okay, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I'm sorry for the little interruption, guys, but I'm in a bathroom stall, and I don't know if anybody trying to fuck with me, you understand? But let me just get into it. So it begins with a D. It's called dexterity. The placement, you got different aspects: conjunctions, observations, sextiles, trine, squared, opposing. I think I said that. Sextiles, I said that. Conjunctions. You got different aspects. So it's dexterity. Okay. So let me just run. I'm gonna scheme right through it. Okay, Shannon. So you have a sun in Aquarius. So I really like sun Aquarius. Y'all guys is nice. But listen, you know what I'm gonna do, Shannon? I'm gonna point out what things people overlook, because you already know of all people. You know how sun Aquarians acts. What I'm gonna talk about. Okay, hold on, viewers. Hold on, viewers. Okay, what I'm gonna focus on is your moon sign, your Mercury, not much your Venus, your Mars, your Jupiter, and then the plateaus, the Placidus orb. I don't really pay attention except for the first house, the ascendant, and the midhaven a little bit. But what I'm gonna really get into with you, Shannon, is what planets your houses are placed in. That is so dope. You understand? So, and I'm gonna talk about your Eastern. So let's just break it down. You got Sun and Aquarius. You guys are rebellious. Y'all tend to go the other route. Y'all tend to act like left-handed people. You know how the rest of the world is right-handed? I'm left-handed, by the way, viewers, if y'all didn't know. So, but your moon, okay, you have a moon in Aquarius like me. I love you guys. You guys tend to just great guys. You break down a situation gracefully. You don't panic. You're very calm. You understand? And what I noticed in my recent studies of astrology, I noticed that earth and air elements got a sort of in common, and fire and water are sort of in common. Because I'll just quick explain. Air and earth are even temperament, and water and fire are erratic. You get what I'm saying? So I'll let y'all dwell on that, and y'all hit me back. So, moon in Aquarius, excellent placement. Y'all go back to my videos. But listen, I'm going to get what you really need to know about yourself, Shannon. I'm not going to scheme through your natal. I'm going to scheme through your sun. I'm going to go over things that people overlook. I'm going to go over your planets and your houses. Those really stand out. You listen to me, Shannon? Those really stand out in who you are as a person. Your style is like the placement. That's your style. But what really stands out is, what I believe, is your planets in your houses. Okay, so you got Mercury in Aquarius. I didn't do no video on Mercury in Aquarius, but you guys is unorthodox. Y'all like to break structured traditional conversations. You know, maybe kind of start shit, boil up shit, test people. Y'all good at testing people. Great boxes have to be underneath this sign. Just unorthodox, unpredictable behavior. This Mercury rules the mind, so that's AKA the mind. The moon is the heart, the emotions. So you got a Venus and Sag. I know I'm going a little a little erratic, but I just want what I'm really going to depth is your planet and what planet your houses are in. Those are what you really want to look at. I'm glad you got your birth time. So you got Venus. So you got Venus and Sag. What I'm gonna tell y'all right now, anything fiery placed in Venus is not good. It's not good because Venus is a gentle planet. So Saturn will be like a little rough for Venus. You understand? So you like adventure. You never can be boring, but you get easily bored. And you have to be outdoors and, get out and stuff like that. And while I'm on Sag, I'm going to hold up. So you have an excellent placement in Mars. Mars is ruled by Aries. And guess what your placement is? Rams. Okay? So you can flare up on people easy. It's when you get mad, you let people know. It's natural for you when it comes to confrontation. It's natural. Okay? It's natural. So that's an excellent placement. Okay, Jupiter. Oh yeah, and I noticed that people, any fire placement that's placed in Mars, I noticed this is true. They tend to be promiscuous because that's a good thing. I'm not saying you're whores or hoes, prostitutes, or even men, dogs. It's just it's in your nature. Mars in a fire placement because that's a good placement. Real promiscuous. It's me. I'm not too promiscuous because I have a bad placement in Mars, and that's Cancer. It's really on the cusp though. If you ask me, directly on the cusp. That's Mars and Gemini / Cancer. So I have both. But that's another topic. So an excellent placement, Shannon, in Mars. So Jupiter, you got in Pisces. Now I read this good book about Jupiter's. It focuses on Jupiter signs, and when I came to conclusion, matter of fact, y'all go back to my Jupiter and Gemini. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Jupiter is like your calling. It's like your destiny to this world. It's gonna keep calling you back. So basically, Shannon, you have a Jupiter in Pisces. So what that means is, how can I break this down? Your calling is like Piscean traits, like maybe peace, fantasy life, maybe hippies, like peace march people, like peace treatings, humanitarians, sort of like that, but fantasy, dream state. You like peace, you like fantasy, you like fictional stuff, and this is Jupiter. So okay, let me just move on. You got Saturn and Sag, you got Uranus and Sag, and you got Neptune and Capricorn. That's a good placement for Neptune because, that's okay placement. Neptune is ruled by Pisces. Pluto and Scorpio, that means Generation Y. And then you got Lymph and Cancer, and you got Ascendant Node in Aries. So let's get to your Ascendant, Shannon. You have an Ascendant in the Archer. So what that means is, honestly, this is an excellent placement for physical activities. Floyd Mayweather Jr., Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson all have first house ascendants in Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is all about physical activities and doing things, adventure, physical adversity. So Shannon, you might be fond of sports or just the outdoor life, very masculine, very outgoing, just a true adventurer, You hiking, ice skating, sports, concerts. You're all about that outgoing masculine lifestyle, that party, You understand? And I seen on one of your profile pictures you had like a concert. So, you're really big on masculine qualities, like having fun with life and doing things, You're not really receptive like a feminine sign. You understand? So And what I notice about Sag, they tend to be taller. They tend to be averagely taller. So Shannon, you might have long limbs. You might be probably like 5'7" and up, because the average female probably be about 5'4", 5'3", 5'2", about 5'3", 5'4". So Shannon, you might be 5'8", 5'9", 5'7". So I'm gonna say 5'7" and up, because 5'7" for a female is pretty tall, I guess. It is pretty tall. So 5'7" and up, you probably about 5'9", 5'8", Shannon. So give me back. So I noticed y'all tend to be tall, long limb. Now I know Floyd ain't that tall, but he's a Sag, alright? Oh yeah, and I love y'all attitude. Very optimistic, always cheerful, always up to beat, optimistic, always on the positive, to the point where it can annoy you, because you be like, why you be so positive? You could be like at a funeral, and the next day you be happy. This is just your ascendant, you know, not happy, but just optimistic instead of miserable. That's what I like about you guys. Your guys is very optimistic, positive attitude. So, sort of the life of the party. So, okay, I'll just skim right through it. You got your I did your ascendant. So second's Cap, third Pisces, fourth Aries, 5 Taurus, 6 Gemini, 7 Gemini, 8. No, is that? Yeah, Cancer, 8 in Cancer, 9 in Virgo. Midhaven is the 10th house in Libra. 11th house in Scorpio, and 12th is in Sag. So honestly, when it comes to the places, Placidius orbs, I don't really pay attention. The only thing I pay attention to Placidius orbs is ascendant, either ascendant or midhaven in the 5th house. So 5th house rules how you express yourself. So you express yourself like a Tenarian. Mine is in Aries. So maybe you express yourself in like a very affectionate person. You understand? Very loving, warm person. You like that's how you like to express yourself. Okay, so yeah. So let's move on. Oh yeah, and again, Shannon, you are 12987. Let's talk about your Eastern ascendant. You are born in rabbit years, to be exact. Fire rabbit. What I notice about rabbit people is equivalent to the Pisces. Okay, so rabbit people are very fictional. And you know what I notice about the same thing with even Pisces, even Western side, even the Pisces. Y'all tend to be, y'all fake. Y'all kind of absorb the crowd's attitudes. Y'all absorb your environments, what's in the atmosphere. If there's a negative surrounding, you're gonna act negative. If there's a positive surrounding, you're gonna act positive. That may not always be the case, but you rabbits, what I notice about you guys, y'all tend to absorb y'all environment. You feel other people's emotions. You understand? Just feel other people's emotions in your environment, in your perimeter. You understand? That's what I noticed about you rabbits. Fictional, they got traits. I don't have my book, this is all off the dome. But rabbit people are very good people. Sincere people, you know, soft-hearted. Y'all tend to be shy. You know, shy, you know. Docile, not timid, tactful, because AKA the rabbit is the cat. So you guys are kind of cat-like traits. Like you're very tactful. You ever look at a cat in real life? You see how tactful it is? Rabbits are like that too. You know, so y'all are good people. And what's compatible with the rabbit? It's the pig, aka the equivalent to the Scorpio, and the sheep, aka the goat, equivalent to the Cancer. So, and then your polar for your Eastern is the rooster, aka Virgo. So y'all get what I'm saying? You gotta connect the dots. So Shannon, you are a fire rabbit, and you just made it. And honestly, I think you're right on the cusp, because Chinese astrology don't start next year until February, like second decade or first decade. So you're right on the cusp. So you might have two traits of a fire tiger and a fire rabbit. So you might have them two traits of a tiger. You understand? And if you want to know what tigers is, just go to my video. You know, yeah, and tiger. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So Shannon, you got a very good. Everybody has a unique good chart, but oh, Shannon, I just noticed this. I'm looking at your natal all the way to your sun to your ascendant node. You have no... Oh, yes, you do. but you have all 4 elements, but you don't really have no earth, and the only earth is Neptune. And the reason you have Neptune, because Neptune moves pretty slow. It moves pretty slow, so you don't hardly have no earth. Earth is like even temperament, you understand? Fire represents physical force. Air represents change, like abrupt change. You're always constantly, like the wind. When you think of air, think of the wind. Oh, I didn't go in order. Okay, let's just go after that. Earth is very temperament, and water is all emotional. Water's like fire when you think about it, because they're very erratic. They spread. You got to be careful when you're dealing with water. That's emotions. Same thing with fire. You in the battlefield, you put your foot on a landmine. What's it gonna do? It's gonna explode. You're messing with a ticking time bomb. Those are fire signs. So, this is real, man. So, okay, this is where it's gonna get entertaining. Let me see. Shannon, right there. Okay, Shannon. This is where it's gonna get very, very, very interesting. Okay, what I'm gonna talk about is what planets your houses are in. We're gonna start from your sun all the way to Pluto. Okay, your sun. Okay, let's start from sun. Your sun signs in the 2nd house, and the 2nd house rules Tenarian bull. So on the other hand, your sun sign is placed in Aquarius. So think of yourself, Shannon, as a fusion of an Aquarius and a Taurus. So think of this. Think of this. You listening, Shannon? Think of this. You was born a Tenarian sun, but you was influenced. You was raised off an Aquarian. You see what I'm saying? I came to that conclusion. I'll give you an example. One of my latest videos, I'll tell y'all. I'm very earthy when it comes to my sun characteristics. I have a sun in Taurus, 429, and my sun sign's in the 6th house. 6th house rules Virgo. So that's double feminine for the sun sign, and sun rules masculinity. You understand? So it's a fusion. It's a beautiful thing. It's a fusion. So basically, Shannon, you listening? My sun cohabs with your sun because my sun signs in the 6th house and yours in the 2nd house. 2nd house rules Taurus. 6th house rules Gemini. 1st house rules Aries. 12th house rules Pisces. You understand? So you got sun-like traits. You got Tenarian traits. Maybe Tenarian traits. Honestly, when I think of a Tenarian, I think about somebody boring, like homebody. You know, like boring. They say Virgo's the most boring sign of the zodiac. When I think of the Taurus, I think of somebody boring, like just like a bum on a log, like a log that's been there for ancient years. You know. So you have some early traits, Shannon, because your sun's in the 2nd house, and your sun is placed in an Aquarius. So that's a good fusion, both fixed, you know, signs. So let's move on to your moon. You got a lot of 2nd houses. Your moon is in the 2nd house, again Taurus. So you're charming. You understand? You're very you're easy to talk to, warm-hearted, affectionate, a very nice, warm person to be around. Since your moon's in the 2nd house, that's a blessing. It's in the 2nd house. And your moon is placed in Aquarius, so it's like a fusion. You get what I'm saying? So Shannon, if you listen to this video, do more research on what planets of yours are in what houses. It's so valid that you know that. It's serious. Oh, technically you got your Mercury in the 2nd house, so that means you talk Tenarian, fused with Aquarius. You understand? It's like it's a beautiful thing. So okay, this is what I say. This is kind of bad for you, Shannon, honestly. Your Venus is in the 1st house, and your Venus is in Sagittarius. That's both fire signs. 1st house rules Aries, fire sign. You understand? I don't think that's good placement. So maybe you come across as aggressive, a little rough on your counterpart. But maybe that's good to somebody a little timid. You understand? Because you got to give them confidence. But you're very masculine, and you're very forceful. You know, put a lot of pressure. You put a lot of physical force on your individuals. So you got to work on your Venus. Okay. You have an excellent Mars quality. You have a Mars in third house. Third house rules Gemini, and my moon is in the third house. So I'm everywhere, and I'm always asking questions and always curious. You understand? Emotionally. And then you got your Mars is in the your third house. So that's good. So if you flare up on somebody, you're gonna be automatically scattered. You're gonna be like expanded. You get what I'm saying? And speaking of expanding, what's the polar opposite of Gemini? I'll give you a minute. Jupiter, aka Sagittarius. It's all about expansion. You understand? So expanding your horizons. And when you get mad, you expand, but at the same time, you got a lot of beautiful energy because it's in this solar ruling planet, Aries. You understand? So it's great. Jupiter in the third house, Gemini traits. So you like communication. You like talking to people. You like meeting new faces, knowing them. You like meeting new surroundings, various change. You understand? So that's good. Saturn in the first house, Aries. So responsibility, you'll learn by Aryan traits. Responsibility. Uranus is ruled by Aquarius. So that's in the first house. I'll just leave it at that. Neptune in the first house. Neptune's ruled by Pisces. So that's imagination. So your imagination tend to be very direct, very bold. Just bold. You understand? So when you think of Aries, think of bold. And your Pluto's in the 10th house. The 10th house rules Capricorn. So you're very dedicated work, business like serious minded type Saturn traits. You understand? So Shannon 12987. So nice meeting you. If you have any more questions, please holler back at the dang 9, because I'm an astro shotter and I'm a boxing 300 champion. This is a dang 9 YT. And Shannon, thank you so much for getting back at me. And also, if you got any friends, any questions, any links, just tell them to come by and I'll do their chart for them also. You understand? I should be getting paid for this. But on the real, I like people doing this chart. So let's rerun. So you got a sun in Aquarius. Aquarius is all about humanity. Aquarius embodies the masses. Martin Luther King, Muhammad Ali, because Muhammad Ali wasn't fighting for himself. He's fighting for the black people. He's fighting for people, not just black people, but people that were oppressed. That's where Muhammad Ali's drive came from. And Aquarius embodies the mass. You understand? Mercury. I'll give you another prime example. America's powerful as shit. America wanted war with Vietnam. Vietnam never did nothing to me. You understand? So that's another topic. Aquarius, Mercury in Aquarius, that's a good placement. On the only sign that can really keep up with a mental superior air sign is Gemini. So Gemini in Aquarius, that's a good placement for Mercury. Or it's a better one for Mercury because Mercury is originally ruled by Gemini. Okay, you gotta work on your Venus, Shannon. You got a rough placements in your Venus, so it might be hard for you to express yourself for love or to find love. You understand? Venus in Sagittarius, and you got Venus in the first house, so you got to work on your love. That's the negative side I see about you. It could be rough in the love department to you, Shannon. You got an excellent Mars placement. That's good. You know how to handle yourself in confrontations. You settle, you flare up on people easy. It's natural to you. So that's an excellent placement. Keep expressing that because it's right. Do what you feel is right in your heart, Shannon. You're doing good. Jupiter and Pisces. That means you're kind of like a piece, kind of fictional comic type thing. CGA type stuff. Hold on, let me see. So, and you got a Saturn in, Sagittarius. Saturn rules responsibility, like structure, like your parents, authority. So you learn from life's mistakes from Saturn. So I guess you'll learn using your Sag traits because this place is Sag. And Uranus, honestly, I gotta do some more study on Uranus, but Uranus is ruled by Aquarius. So Uranus is probably like the bazaar. You understand? The it's kind of hidden like Pluto, honestly, but it's all about revolution and kind of greatness, Uranus. And Neptune, Capricorn. Neptune rules imaginations, aka Pluto. And you got Pluto and Scorpio, because you're Generation Y like me. Okay, my Pluto. I forgot what decade it's in, but you know I have Pluto and Scorpio too. And your lengths, and I gotta do more research on length. And your ascendants in Nose and Aries, and your ascendant first house is in Sag. So I want to leave it right here, Shannon. Thank you so much. Give me some feedback and tell me how I did on your own personal natal chart. This is a dang 9. Holla at me, YT1.